Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy IX. I'm JG. That last whole video was just us stealing from Kraken mostly. I had forgotten though, honestly. Like I said, I zipped through some stuff using frame skip just to see if we. I thought we had to get to the end of this place before we would see the end of that quest with the whatever brothers, and I was wrong about that. But to that end, oh, that's not what I meant to do. To that end, I already plowed through Kraken and one or two other encounters, and then just kind of forgot that we had actually not done them on screen. So we're not quite as close to the end as I thought, although we're really close. And more than most Final Fantasy games, this one, the end regular bosses are pretty tough. Final Fantasy IX has a reputation. It does not have a reputation as being one of the harder Final Fantasy games, but it has a reputation as being one where the final bosses and the super bosses are not like in completely different leagues from each other. Didn't seem to care too much for that. Pretty much got everyone in the back row. The full force of death. Have we even seen... Yeah, there's so many little things I keep thinking of that we haven't done. Like, I don't know that we've shown off every summons in the game. Although this game... Summons animations didn't blow me away. They've tried to strike a balance between, like... Final Fantasy VIII, the full summons animations were just stupid long. But it felt like the Guardian Forces were a big part of the game. And this one, they're connected to the story a bit. Anyway. Oh no, suboptimal leveling. Ooh. Hold on. I am the ghost of Card Master Empress. Challenge me to a game? Come challenge me again. I didn't challenge you this time. Anyway, in the last video I was wondering why Vivi doesn't know his ultimate attack. New area Time Warp, which has a hidden save point at the lower left ledge past the stairs going up. You can also remove all status protections except antibody if you have stones to spare. Nothing boss side will ever use other status attacks now. What? You'll notice the small alcove that holds the rare phantom. Run towards the screen. So there's a, so yeah, what I'm getting at, okay, what I was trying to get to is there is a it's a very Final Fantasy IX thing to do too. Which is that, yeah, the only item in the game that teaches Vivi his ultimate spell is like 2 screens away from the end of the game. But anyway, so we need to be keeping our eyes open for it. There is a chest. Jeez, that's one big fireball.
Could it be a move? You know what, JT is not gonna miss doing his voice. You know, it's done before. Mick's got Sky character. It's actually murder on his throat.
This is the birth of Gaia. That's Gaia. That's Gaia. Over 5,000 years ago. What's above that ladder? Shut up, I'm trying to tell you the story. See for yourself. Terra reached the peak of its prosperity at this time. The people believed that their future was secure. Ultimately, that very hubris led to Terra's demise. Thus, I was created to deal with our plights. I feel like we should be able to slide down. What a thrill. The darkness and something all around me. What a thrill. And you're so supreme. Da, 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 da. Yeah, we've already been in this screen before. It's the gate to space. Space is the place. Yeah. Climb along afterwards to gain access to... I think we missed it. Climb the ladder to gain access to another screen. Examine the left side of the platform. Alright. So yeah, this... Received the Mace of Zeus. Okay, sure. Of course we did. Of course this was here. It's a game that just, like, fucking... Here's a spell. It's, like, the best spell that your character can have. We're just gonna make it, like... Oh, here's a random screen. Where there's no indication whatsoever that anything is there. I've been listening... I've gotten into a habit... I don't know, call it navel-gazing, call it ego, but I've taken to, listening while getting my, walking around the neighborhood trying to get in my steps for the day. I'm not losing any weight because I'm not dieting. I'm just trying to make sure I get a certain number of steps in for heart health. And sometimes I'll listen to, like, my old Let's Plays. And I was listening to Lufia and the Fortress of Doom. And, that is a game. Before that was, I was listening to Seventh Saga. I remember it being true of Tecmo Secret of the Stars. Well, Lufia and the Fortress of Doom in particular, like, treasure chests with hidden items all over. Like, every town, somewhere you would walk off and there would be invisible treasure chests, whether it would be in, you'd be running around through flowers and grasses and stuff, and just, like, there's a treasure chest. But it would never have, like, the best item in the game for one of your characters in it. It would be, like, if you wander around in the, off to the side of the town, you might find, like, a particularly nice potion or something, and not like, like a high potion as opposed to a regular potion. Not, oh, here's the only way in the game for Vivi to learn his best skill, and you can play through and beat the game dozens of times and not know he even has that spell, because it seems like, oh, it's a darkness elemental spell that enemy, bosses use. You wouldn't even know Vivi can use it. And it's just fucking off to the side of, like, third to last screen in the game. Sure. Another boss fight.
Ha! I remember you. I eat you.
I, the Earth Chaos Lich, commend your feat, but your life ends now. I'm pretty sure we ate... Didn't we eat him earlier in the Let's Play? This is like the trumped up version. Oh, he's going for Doom. It's probably not going to work against Lich, but... Missed. Oh, that's right. She doesn't even get access to Holy. Yeah, maybe we really should have brought along, see if he's undead or not. Maybe we should have brought along, yeah, it's weird to see this and not worry about it, because, well, actually, no. This is something we did like to see Ozma do, because almost all of our characters absorbed Shadow. So he took damage from it, just not very much. So now, is this thing really undead? No, it is not. It's a lie. Earth shake. Shake, rattle, and roll. Yeah, I think it's implied that the other 4 fiends that we fought in this dungeon were the guardians of the other elements. When in that section of plot where it could have potentially been really interesting, like little sections where you had different parties of 2. Everything is weak against slow, and nothing like they're immune to just about everything, but not slow. Soul Genji gloves. Hold on a second. Genji gloves, black robe. The only thing that's left is Siren's flute. Which isn't that... Actually, this should be very easy because it doesn't have a rare. It only has common, uncommon, and semi-rare. And we've already got... I don't know if they fall before or after this is done. If they're level 5. I guess after. Because, Vivi done fell. Don't cast death on Vivi. He just died, jerk. Yeah, auto life is nice. Although it only... She only gets 1. Like, from having it equipped as a skill, you just get it. It comes off once. But these automatic death-type bosses can just be... It's annoying to let them stick around. They're not always the hardest bosses, but... It's like you never reach a point where you're actually safe. That you don't have to be doing something. That will avail you not. Because we've gone hardcore... protecting ourselves against status ailments. Oh, just steal the last item, damn it. I don't even particularly want it. It's a Siren's Flute for Aiko, and we're pretty much down with who our final party is going to be, and it doesn't have her in it. Ooh. Scary. Alright, anyway. Get my old buddy Remu out here. Doesn't have anything. Oh, let's just go with frog. I was going to slow, but frog drop's probably fine. Make sure we've seen all these things at least once. Thievery is super cheap, too. Like, apparently it's not that many people who would do it so many times. Oh, Death Gutter. Oh, he's gonna die fast, too. That's the thing about haste. Like, we had that one boss in Final Fantasy II, which we're supposed to call 4 or possibly 5 now. Yeah, it's, the trick is, I'm gonna get crazy now. I'm gonna use an elixir when I really don't need to. I've gone nuts. Diamond dust. Look at Zidane's hit points continuing to go up as the animation plays out. Cold not particularly effective against Lich. But yeah, apparently most people don't do the stupid amount of stealing that I was doing to get Thievery maxed out. But I remember how effective it was playing this game on original hardware. And it really was, because I would just fight regular enemies and have Zidane steal once or twice every fight. No matter how inconsequential it was. And that's a good tactic if you want to get that skill going real good. Try to eat him again. Flames of hell, bitch! You know, I feel bad now. We should have showed off Ico's summons too. You can go look them up, I suppose. I'm sure there's a YouTube videos out there that shows all Final Fantasy IX summons in the long form. Now I'm gonna bring the pain slow! Come on, eat it. Eat it, Kina.
I ate you before, I eat you again.
I know can't eat. I've already eaten it once. It wouldn't be fair to eat it again. I feel like we've seen. Oh, that's a. I just hit the Phoenix down command. It's too late to take it off now. Wasn't sure which all summons we'd already seen. I'm pretty sure we've already seen a Tomos because I remember it failing. I don't know why she doesn't have Alexandra then. I somehow accidentally paused my timer at some point. So I'm truing up now with what time it is really left in the video. Alright. Something else I didn't realize, we need to have lots of remedies, because the angel snack thing we've been using to cure status ailments, I did not realize it actually uses up remedies. So that's Lich defeated, and now there's a save point next to the doorway thing. If your game is under 12 hours, whether by using cheating device editors to reset your game clock, or by legitimately speedrunning, Excalibur 2 can be found to the right of the doorway. So Excalibur 2, I think I have mentioned in passing, it's this ultimate weapon in this game. It's a bit weird. It's like you would have to skip every optional quest. You'd need to skip, like, people use techniques back in the day, like opening and closing the PlayStation lid to get cinematics to stop playing before you were allowed to skip cinematics. But yeah, basically, like, no one's getting this thing on their first playthrough, and I don't understand how you'd be expected to know that it's even there. Oh, we could have had a tent. We could have used a tent here. Ah, jeez. Silly, silly, silly. What Excalibur 2 is just a sword with really high attack stats for Steiner that teaches, like, it doesn't teach any abilities you can't get otherwise, and I didn't mean to actually go through there. Whoa! I was checking to see if it was there, even though I know it's not.
There's nothing.
I think even if you get it, it doesn't actually appear. It's just, if you go over to the right of the door, there's a little question mark icon like the one for the Mace of Zeus, and if you interact with it, you get the Excalibur 2. So, I don't know that anyone would ever get to that point in the game in less than 12 hours if they hadn't read about Excalibur 2 in a strategy guide and hadn't speedrun to get it. But, still.
Is this it? Is there nothing else? This is space. Space? Space is the place. Your journey is not over. Do not fear. Step forward and you will be closer to the truth. Go, Zite. That's easy for you to say. You have the cool voice of Dave Hayter.
You have the voice of John Saigan, or whatever his name was. Passed away, apparently, the voice actor who played Solidus Snake. I'm not sure if he was like... I'm not sure what other roles he may have been known for, but I liked Solidus Snake quite a bit, actually.
He's the one who killed your parents.
So I hope your parents weren't killed. Like, if your parents died, fine. If your parents were killed, I'm sorry if I just made you think that the voice actor for Solidus Snake did it. So I'm not actually pressing any buttons right now. Now I'm just pressing forward. We are at Memoria to the Origin.
You've entered a new realm. There are no more worlds. There's no more space. Follow your memory, your original memory, and march forth. Garland, what exactly is our memory? Dots. Why can't I remember other people's experiences and events that happened before my time? And why do you say dots instead of ellipses?
There was a weird little thing I remembered years later about my Lufia and the Fortress of Doom playthrough. This was like very early in my Let's Playing run, and I had like almost no subscribers. So not that much has changed. Boom. No, but I mean, like I would have like one or two people who would watch, and somebody was like, "Why do you keep saying dot dot dot? It's called ellipsis." And I always remember that because I already knew that, and I just found it amusing to go dot dot dot. So that stuck with me. And I just recently came across that video during my listening while walking phase.
Ellipsis. Garland, please, tell me. Do not limit memory to just one's individual's experience from birth. That is only the surface. We pass on more than genetic information. We pass on memes. Every life born into this world, whether natural or artificial, requires a parent. That parent also requires a parent. Life is connected, one to another. If you trace the root of all life, there exists one source. Not an intron, but an exon. The same can be said for memory. All life constitutes an intelligence that holds memory beyond experience. Memory is not isolated within individuals. It's an accumulation of generations of memories that continues to evolve. You can say that memory and evolution go hand in hand. Both are a mystery. But most life forms do not understand the true nature of memories, which explains why most memories never cross paths. So what am I going to find by tracing back our roots? The presence that presides over all life and memories, the crystal. Crystal. Yeah. Crystal. I mean squirrel. You are on your own now. Sedate. Take care of Kuja. And protect the squirrel. Farewell. Garland, wait. I never got to call you Daddy. Garland. Oh, I guess I am back. Even if I were created to serve one purpose alone, I do not regret being born to this world. Is this the crystal that Garland was talking about? It's time for us to find out the truth.
The truth. Some belligerents believe that the cruel laughter of Harv and Marv is what awaits all of us in the afterlife after we've learned the truth. Alright guys, I'm going to call it a video. It wasn't Harv and Marv, only one of them laughed. I forget which one was the goofy one that laughed like this, and which one was like kind of the heel member of the Harv and Marv Truth team. I'm talking about Rip Tracks, of course. Anyway, I'm going to call it... what is this game doing, trying to make Garland like kind of the sympathetic figure? He's not as bad as he seemed. That seems ridiculous. I hope no future Final Fantasy games try to follow that path. At any rate, when we come back next time, some of my perception of this game has... It's not been spoiled per se, but it's been changed by the fact that, like, yeah, like, I've seen, like, you know, Final Fantasy IX explained in 20 minutes videos. Like I really enjoyed it. I should look it up and give the guy credit. Let me do that real fast. But there was like a Final Fantasy animation. The guy who did it obviously really loves Final Fantasy IX in particular. Rates it higher than I do amongst the games that I've enjoyed over the years. But they did their own like amusing video, like their own, like low budget animation video. No, that's the animated parody. Never mind. Okay, yeah, it's Final Fantasy IX, a poorly drawn summary by Chaos Kip. Who... I guess he's still doing stuff. But I think that might have been like his biggest video. Because it's got 2.3 million views, and the other things I'm looking at more recently... I don't know, Final Fantasy VII has like 2.9 million views. This guy's got a lot more views than I do, and I'm like critiquing how he peaked. But anyway, yeah, like videos like that explain all the stuff that's going on with crystals and blah blah blah, and like I'm realizing now, yeah, none of this shit's being explained until like we're like 3 screens away from the end of the game, and we're being told like the basic core plot of the game. Only now we're being told. That's a Final Fantasy IX thing to do too. Like build up some characters and some local plot that kind of gets you interested, and then at the end reveal like the big whole grand plot that was supposed to be driving everything, like Final Fantasy II did back when it was still called Final Fantasy II and not Final Fantasy IV? 5? Anyway, that's going to be it for now. When we come back next time, I think we'll have another boss fight and some more stealing. See you then.